Parents, today's video is for you. If you have ever found yourself saying any of these things to your child, use your common sense. At your age, you should know how to do this. Come on, this is like a common knowledge. Everybody knows how to do that. Why not you? If you have ever said any of those things or something along that line to your child, please watch today's video to the end because I know that a lot of us parents, myself inclusive, we often assume that as our children become older, like as they age, they should automatically assume some knowledge or they should automatically know how to do certain things. And to be honest, our argument is valid because when we were growing up, we just kind of learned some things, maybe on the street or we just pick it up from the environment. But do we now know that the peculiarity of how we grew up and how our children are growing up is a lot different? I mean, there's a gap in that generation. And so that's why it's important for us as parents to make sure that we are not just assuming that our children should know. I mean, especially if we have older children, teens, young adults, we might be disappointed in some of the choices or how they respond to certain things because we expect them to know better. We sometimes say to them, I mean, that is common sense. But can I shock you? Common sense, what we actually call common sense, is actually a learned sense. You must have learned it from somewhere. You must have learned it maybe from your parents or from the environment. You must just have learned it somewhere. So the onus is on us as parents to please be intentional with teaching our children certain things. We must be intentional in also modeling behaviors to them. I always say to parents, what you have not taught your children, you do not have the right to demand it from them. So, in case you find yourself that your child does something and you feel disappointed in them, or you feel like, oh, you should know better, and they don't, the next time they do that, before you react in anger, or before you yell at them, or before you call them names, can you please take a pause and then ask yourself these three important questions? Have I shown or taught them how to do this? This could even mean that you yourself, as a parent, do you model that behavior that you want your child to display to them? So you want to look inward first and say, have I taught them this? Or have they seen me behave this way? That's the starting point. The second question you want to ask yourself is, have I explained to them why this matters? Have I explained to them why you are expected to behave in a certain way? Have I explained to them that as a older kid, when you're at home with your younger one, you should at least try to put the house in a bit of order, if we can put it that way? Have I explained to them why it's important to pay attention to, maybe you're leaving the house, let me know where you're going, let me know what time you are back, those kind of things that cause conflict between parent and children? Have I explained to them why it matters? Have I told my child why? When you tell me you're going somewhere and I say, when you get there, please text me. The reason is because it's not because I want to monitor you, but it's just so I know how you're doing, just in case something goes wrong. It's just for your safety. Have I explained to them why it matters? And the third thing is, have I shown them how to do it? Yes. Have I shown them how to do it? Almost similar to the first one. Have I modeled to them? You want your child to cook. Have you taught your child to cook? You want your child to dress properly. Have you taught them how to dress properly? Your child dresses up and comes out and you're like, why are you combining color like that? You look like masquerade. Have you told your child the importance of dressing well? Do they know why? Do they know how to combine colors? So they don't so that they don't dress up a certain way and you're feeling like, oh, you're not properly dressed. Have you shown them what it means to dress properly? Some of these things, it's easy for us to assume that they should know, or they will know. I mean, by their age they should know. But no, let's also do our bit in being intentional with teaching them these things, because when we teach them, we are setting them up for success in life. We're also helping them to build their confidence. The more you teach a child, the more they will learn. And they will definitely be better off for it. And even you, the parent, you will be better off for it because your mind will be at peace. You will know that you have done your bit. So, My plea to us all parents today is, before you assume that your child is old enough or your child is at a certain age and they should know some things by default, please let's make sure that we've done our bit in teaching them, in modeling it to them, in explaining to them why it matters. And I promise you, your children, they will be better off for it. I hope you find today's video helpful. If you do find it helpful, please do well to share with another parent that you're sure this will help. And more importantly, please subscribe to the channel so that anytime a new video comes up, you'll be the first to get notified. Till I come your way again, keep winning. Bye.